Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first episode of Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy. This is my first video. I'm new to this game, and we will be starting with the first Jak and Daxter. Let's get started.
I have spent my life searching for the answers that my father and my father's fathers failed to find. Who were the Precursors? Why did they create the vast monoliths that litter our planet? How did they harness eco, the life energy of the world? What was their purpose, and why did they vanish? I have asked the plants, but they do not remember. The plants have asked the rocks, but the rocks do not recall. Even the rocks do not recall. Every bone in my body tells me that the answers rest on the shoulders of a young boy. Oblivious to his destiny, uninterested in the search for truth, and rejecting of my guidance. And why would he want to listen to old Samus the Sage anyway? I'm only the master of green eco, one of the wisest men on the planet. So it seems the answer begins not with careful research or sensible thinking. Nay, as with many of fate's mysteries, it begins with but a small act of disobedience.
Hey! Jak, old green stuff told us not to come here.
Continue your search for artifacts and eco. If the locals possess precursor items, you know what to do.
Deal harshly with anybody who strays from the village. We will attack it in due time.
What are we doing here anyway, Jak? This place gives me the creeps. Huh? Oh, stupid precursor junk. Eek! What is that dark ooze? It sure don't look friendly. The sage yaps on about the precursors that built this place all the time. Where did they go? Why did they build this crud? Now, I like precursor orbs and power cells as much as the next guy. But if you ask me, they must have been real losers. Wow! How did you do that? Jak, I think we're in trouble! Man, that stung! I told you we shouldn't have come here, and you listened! What? Okay. I'm fine.
What in green tarnation do you two want?
I was...
Don't tell me! Instead of heeding my wisdom, the two of you went mucking around in the only place that I told you not to go! Misty Island!
That's right, and then...
And, Daxter, you finally took a much-needed bath, but in a bathtub filled with dark eco.
Look, old man, are you gonna keep yapping, or are you gonna help me out of this mess?
I'm gonna keep yapping, because in my professional opinion, the change is an improvement. And besides, I couldn't help you if I wanted to.
What?
There's only one person who has studied Dark Eco long enough to have a chance at returning you to your previous form. Gal Acheron, the Sage. But he lives far to the north. Far, far to the north. Nobody has spoken to him in ages. I would teleport you there, but I can't do that either. None of the 3 sages that maintain the other teleporter gates have seen fit to turn their ends on for quite a while. The only other way north is by foot through the Fire Canyon, but its volcanic soil is hot enough to melt precursor metal. You can't just walk through it.
But you could fly over it if you had a zoomer equipped with a heat shield. I just happen to be working on such a thing at this very moment. All I would need is 20 power cells to give it enough energy to withstand the canyon's heat. Isn't that right, Daddy?
Yes, Kira, that might work. But where are a boy and a half going to get 20 power cells?
From the villagers. Most of them have a power cell or 2 stashed away somewhere. And even if they aren't willing to just give them away, greasing their palms with a few precursor orbs should do the trick. And I bet there are even more of them out in the wilds just waiting for some brave adventurer to find.
Well, we've got the brave adventurer at least.
Brave adventurer! You two couldn't find your way out of the village without training. Before you do anything else, you better go through the warp gate and get some practice on Geyser Rock.
We won't find any more of that dark gooey eco stuff, will we? 'Cause I'd hate to fall in again and turn into you.
Get in there before I turn you both into ferns.
Alright, here we are.
This device is a communicator. With it, my father and I can give you advice at any time during your quest.
Get these controls figured out. Like a punch. Kick. Camera. Oh, we can double jump. Okay. Ground pound. Like a kick in the air. Looks like that's all you can do in the air. For those curious, I am playing on a PS5. I will be playing on other consoles as well. I play all kinds of games, from the old ones to the new ones. As far as genres, I play strategy, RPG, first-person shooter. What? Oh, shark. Horror, racing. Just about everything. Big time gamer, been gaming most of my life.
These floating egg-shaped things are precursor orbs. Collect enough of them, and some of the villagers will give you a power cell in exchange.
I always love going back and playing these older games. I find myself playing more of the older stuff nowadays than the new stuff. And for never playing this series before, even by today's standards, this graphics hold up pretty well. Just the mechanics, like it'd be like being able to swim, for instance. Like when it came.
This is a power cell, the most important precursor artifact you can find. You need to collect 20 of these so I can power the heat shield for your A-Grav zoomer.
As I was saying, when it came to the older games, like even being able to swim, like having those mechanics, like that was a big deal.
Sometimes you'll want to hit things with a greater force. To break one of these boxes, you should jump in the air and then dive down onto it, hands first.
Hey, you found one of my scout flies. I sent 7 of them to each area to look for power cells, but the lurkers must have captured them all.
Like the controls for this, you know, it's very smooth even for, you know, what essentially is a PS2 game. Again, playing on a PS5, you know, looks a bit prettier than it probably would on a base PS2.
Wow! That last scout fly had a power cell. I'll bet if you collect all 7 in each area, you can find even more power cells.
But if you guys like what you see, I will.
That's Blue Eco, which contains the energy of motion. Blue Eco allows you to run fast, break boxes, and even activate some precursor artifacts when you get near them.
I don't wanna talk over there talking. I want you guys to be able to hear it. I will definitely be playing more of this. I started with the first game. As I said, I've never played this series before. I've heard great things about it. A lot of my friends really enjoy this series a lot.
Notice how each Blue Eco cluster you pick up increases the time you can use its power.
And so I figured I'd finally give it a playthrough. As like I said, you know, first video of my series that I plan on making. So if there's any games anybody would like to see too, feel free to tell me about it. Like I said, I play a lot of games. There's a good chance I'll know of the game.
This is a precursor door. It can only be opened by approaching the door while channeling Blue Eco through your body.
That's a Blue Eco vent. More concentrated than the floating clusters. This vent will give you a full charge of Blue Eco, letting you use it for the maximum time.
Good work. The Blue Eco caused the door to open. With Blue Eco, you can breathe energy into all kinds of precursor artifacts that have lain dormant for years. Those little green balls of energy on the ground are a type of eco. Pick up 50 small green ecos or one big green one to increase your health. You can jump once, then jump again in the air to reach even higher ledges. Good training, boys. But that's nothing compared to the challenges that lie ahead.
Then no problem. We got the moves, eh, Jak? We'd love to stay and chat, Big Green, but we're itching to get on with our adventures.
Fine, fine. Adventure away then. And while you're out adventuring, why don't you make yourself useful? My darn green eco-collectors are clogged up again. Head out to the far side of the beach and clear them out, why don't you? Follow the lamps. They'll take you right there. Now, all of you, get out of here!
Yeah, I particularly enjoy like the genre of like what this would be called as. I guess you could say this be like an action platformer. This is a series I definitely think I'm going to enjoy. Funny enough, a lot of the games that I really enjoy really weren't like, you know, heavy hitters in the eyes of critics. Just the other day I was playing some Shrek Super Slam on my PS2, and I particularly think that game is great, but hey, that game didn't do so good on the critic score. And there's a lot of games like that that I thought was great. But almost one game I think kind of comes to mind almost, as far as like play style, like this almost is. Well, it's funny, I was about to say that. Think of Crash Bandicoot, but that was also made by Naughty Dog. But I was gonna say it's like kind of like a combination of Crash Bandicoot and like Super Mario Sunshine.
Well, hello there, my dear boy. You've caught me at a most inopportune moment. I was to set off on my journeys yesterday, but I seem to be a spot short on the old Precursor orbs. I would have pledged my word that I had 90 of them, but I gather that your young friend, you know, the little annoying, miserably ugly one, might have just pilfered them as a sort of a spot of fun. Anyway, would you be kind enough to loan your dear old uncle 90 Precursor orbs so he can get underway? I would offer you a power cell in return.
Seems like they really put a lot of love, especially into the voice acting to this game. A good series that makes me think of good voice acting too is the Medieval series on the on the PlayStation 1. Definitely a game that got a lot of love in that aspect. I really enjoy when that's what I miss about all these older games is just the love that was put into them.
Oh my, what a horribly sick little bird.
You don't look so good yourself, lady.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were a spotted orange-bellied rainfree. You know, yesterday I saw some terribly vicious creatures capture a mother flut-flut near the beach. Now there's this poor little orphan egg sitting in a nest at the top of the cliff, and I can't get to it. If you could climb up there and push it off, I've piled some hay down at the base to catch it safely. Do an old lady a favor, and I'll give you a power cell.
What a weird-looking thing! I'll bet we can get this open if you power up with that zappy blue eco stuff.
Okay.
footage and gotta milk those yak cows. Gotta milk those yak cows. Oh, it's you. Oh, just resting my tired bones. I've been trying to get those ornery yak cows back into the pen all day. Some strange creatures tried to steal them earlier. You think you could help an old man and try to get them back into the corral?
More. Hope they stay. Not like you can just shut them in. There's not much.
Gotta bring in the crops from the June basket.
No. Turn around.
That lazy farmer owes us a power cell. Let's go talk to him.
Ah, well done, my boy. You actually got those flea bags back into the pen. Now I can sleep in peace. Take this power cell for your trouble. You gotta bring in the crops for the June basket.
Wow! Check out that funky sculpture sitting on the rocks over there. Hey! It looks like scout flies are always in red boxes.
Aha.
This must be a Precursor oracle like the sage always goes on about. I hope they weren't as ugly in person.
Who awakens the oracle? Wait, one of you has the light within. From before time, I have watched and waited for the true hero to return. Present to me 120 Precursor orbs for each power cell I contain.
Forbidden Jungle. Probably don't want to go here yet. Something called Forbidden doesn't exactly sound like that's early game.
Yeah, you gotta bring it across on the hill,
Pirate Canyon.
You don't have enough power cells to fuel my heat shield. You can't cross Fire Canyon until you collect enough power cells.
That must have been what she was talking about earlier. Okay. So yeah, anyway, like, what are some of your guys' favorite game series? When it comes to this kind of style of game, I don't know what my favorite kind of series would be. I grew up with mostly Nintendo. GameCube was my first console, so I had a lot of the Mario games. But I remember being younger and playing Mario Sunshine for the first time, and wow, that game blew me away.
Did you see the size of the bite that lurker shark took out of the fisherman's boat? We best stay way clear of them. I don't think we can tackle a creature that dag nasty.
Yeah, I remember playing that game when I was younger, and just the fact that you could swim was amazing. Just the whole open world aspect of it. Like, to this day, one of my favorite games is Super Mario 64. You know, I think that was really the first game to do it, and they did it so well.
Hey! Little furry dude! Oh, I thought for a moment you were my muse.
Your what?
Haven't you ever seen a muse before? It's a little glowing squirrel about your size, full of spunk, and crazy as a lark.
Oh, I get it. Like a sidekick.
As a matter of fact, without my muse, I just can't sculpt. But with her around, I see beauty in everything, you know? Right now, I couldn't chisel my way out of a box. I think she ran away to that misty island. Oh, I just hope she's all right. It's worth a power cell if you bring her back to me.
Wait a minute! We are not going back to Misty Island! Are we?
Oh, where is my muse?
Sentinel Beach. What happened? Oh, he's blowing open the boxes? What's he shooting me with? Cannon? Can I break these, I guess? I guess the bombs have to do it. Not a very good aim, is he? Oh, there we go. Stand in front of the box. That'll probably look better. There we go.
Hey! That pelican just snagged a power cell! Let's go kick some big bird butt!
Making pretty good progress so far. I have no idea how long this game is. Just by judging from all the quests and pickups and collectibles, imagine it's going to be a long one. That's alright. Tired rotating the camera so much, just looking around, getting a lay of the land. Oh, there's that egg.
Are you near the egg yet? Birdie. That's it. Just a little further. Come on, push the egg off the cliff. Be careful. It doesn't look safe up there. Oh, right. That was gentle. Good job. Now meet me down here by the egg. Oh, my. I hope the poor dear's okay. Here's a power cell for your valor.
Oh no! No!
Look, isn't that cute? It thinks you're its mama.
Ah! I'm not your mom! You see any feathers here?
Oh, love at first sight. Oh. Listen, boys, I'll take this little chick back to the village with me and work with the sage to take care of her.
Yeah, I plan on playing a lot of games though. You know, games I haven't played, games I have played. Just showing a lot of love to the older games. Even games that, you know, maybe some people don't know about. I watch a lot of YouTube gamers myself, and a lot of people play kind of the indie games. I have no problem with indie games, but I also like playing a lot of the stuff that I grew up with. Every now and then I'm okay with discovering something new. Like games like this, like, you know, like the Crash Bandicoot series and Spyro series, you know, they got like dedicated, you know, full-fledged remakes. This is a series that, you know, I think at most got remastered, and it's definitely a series I would love to see with today's standard of graphics. Just hopefully as long as they don't change the game or anything like that.
I would offer my congratulations, but you have so much to do, I won't waste your time. By the way, if things don't work out, Daxter could always get a job controlling the village rat problem.
Let's buzz him for kicks.
Buzz him, huh? I feel like he's trying to tell me something there. Is there anything else in there? No. He losing his damn mind. Yeah, I imagine this is gonna be a long game. That dude said he wanted 120 of those orbs, and they have 9 of them now. It's like some Super Mario stuff there. It's like you always collected 120 stars in all the Mario games. Alright then.
They caused an avalanche. Let's check it out.
The birds? Huh. Alright. When you do things by accident. I'm always very good at like doing that kind of stuff, and especially breaking these older games, like getting myself stuck in the boundary points and finding ways around things that probably wasn't the intended way of doing it.
Punch those poles out from below.
How do I? Oh crap. Okay. Kind of glad he tells you a little bit of what you're doing. Otherwise, like, who would have known to mess with those? That's definitely what's funny about older games too, especially is like, you know, just because it had that rated E tag, definitely didn't mean that it was an easy game. I feel like a lot of the games, you know, we grew up with in the, you know, late 90s, early 2000s, definitely were pretty punishing.
This area.
Oh, you can dive?
Auga! Auga! Dive for those orbs, Jak! Dive!
Hit him.
Quick! We
Wait.
have to get to the power cell before the pelican scoops it up again.
Beat you to it. I saw some orbs back here. Oh, there's a bunch more. Come on. Boy, it's not an exact science, is it? I remember Mario 64, you could actually, or not Mario 64. Well, yeah, and Mario 64 as well, but I was thinking Sunshine originally. How you could literally swim underwater. And I remember thinking, you know, that was impressive by Sunshine standards. And then, you know, as I got older and actually played 64 and kind of, you know, seen basically the groundwork for what 64 or Sunshine was. It's very impressive. Like, especially like the GameCube, PS2, you know, the OG Xbox era, you know, that was they were definitely ahead of their time. Just definitely, I think a lot of people could agree that, you know, just the golden era of gaming. Wait, have I talked to you yet?
No, don't tell me that you two have problems as well. The first I hear of monster sightings near the village, and now this. See those gears up there, boys? See them? See how they're not moving? That means our village has no power. The eco beam coming from the jungle temple has been interrupted. And boys, everyone's too frightened to go out and find out what's happened.
Did you pay the bill?
Yeah. Oh, you're funny. Now look, if you two fix the eco beam, I'll give you a power cell. Oh, and another thing, if by any chance you're interested in making a contribution to my re-election campaign, I might be willing to part with yet another power cell. The minimum contribution is a very modest 90 precursor orbs.
I'm glad I've collected so many.
So, you want to make a contribution? Good. A sizable one, I hope. Yeah. Oh, it is a sizable contribution. I just hope this power cell adequately represents my gratitude.
Slam dunk.
I see you two are back to make the trade. Good, jolly good. You have the precursor orbs that we agreed on. I hope you put this hard-earned power cell to good use. Cheerio, ta-ta, bye-bye.
Well, everybody, I think that'll be it for this episode. Feel like we got a pretty good start. Looks like next time we'll be venturing into the lava. See y'all later.